Right, let's have a look at one of the best pieces of tech from this year's Gadget Show Live, the Gamevice. Hello and welcome to a rare MGP unboxing special. I'm Kev and we are going to be looking at it's in the top two pieces of gaming tech from this year's Gadget Show Live. It is the Gamevice, which there you go, look, see, professional. We don't need to zoom, I'll just move it closer to the camera, that's how we do things. The Gamevice is a controller that connects to it's for any Apple devices, so it connects to the iPhone, the iPad, the Mini, the Pro, the Air. It works with the iPhone Plus, the iPhone 6, 6S, all that jazz. This is the one that works with the iPhone 6, and we need to get this. The 6 Plus, well, the iPhone version. Let's get it out of the box. So, let's get the microphone out of the way and have a little look at what's going on in here. So, unwrapping the box. I've had a little play on one of these. Hello, I'm still here. I've had a little play on one of these earlier on today at Gadget Show Live. And it is an awesome little bit of kit, but it's really nicely packaged. It looks like a proper bit of Apple kit. It's only available on Apple products at the moment. It's currently only available from Apple stores, although I believe you can probably order direct from the Gamevice people. Doesn't say on the box. As you can see, this is the one that's made for iPhone. Look at that. See, that is a snazzy way for a box to open, and look how pretty that packaging is in there. So hundreds of games available at Gamevice Live. That's the app that you can download, even if you've not got the device. If you're thinking about whether or not it's going to be something that would work for you, you can download the Gamevice app from the App Store, and I'm here again. It will basically show you any games that work with controllers. So not just the Gamevice controller, it'll obviously mainly with this one, but any Bluetooth controller or anything. It's basically a directory for all of the games that... Come up here, camera. It's basically a directory for any games that work with controllers. So if you buy off the Gamevice store, it just takes you through to the Apple store as normal, but it's just a way to identify the games that are going to work with controller devices. So let's get back to picking through the box and look at the pretty artwork they've got in the box and everything. They've actually put some real thought and care into making this look like a proper piece of Apple tech. There we go. We take it out of the box. And there we have the bit of kit itself. So if we very carefully take out the... that's going to be instructions and whatnot, I imagine. This is the device itself. If we're very careful how we take this out. So just pop the box down there. So this is the kit itself. So the phone plugs in that end. On the lightning connector goes in there, the strap goes around the back, and then it just sort of clips into the device. It's adjustable so that it can work with the 6 or the 6 Plus, or the S equivalents. I'll show you it on the phone in a second once I've worked out how to connect it, but the key things that we need to look at on this device, look, we have proper analog sticks, we have proper buttons, proper analog stick, proper D-pad, 2 triggers, so a trigger button and a shoulder button. And yeah, let's have a look. What else have we got in here? We've got our, I assume this is our little charging cable. So USB, micro USB on that end to charge the device up itself. We've got anything else tucked away in this box? See, minimalist Apple style packaging. That's what we're going for here. And in our little, I'm banging around so much. I'm unboxing something I'm supposed to bang. We've got our little box of kit. So, instruction manual. Lots of just, it's going down the whole Apple route. Just little pretty cards of all the different art styles for the different types of the device. So the iPhone version has the red basketball-y style art, and all the different versions, whether it's the iPad 1, the iPad Pro, Mini, etc. They all have their own little stylized, beautiful artwork as well. We've got a sticker. There you go, that's awesome. That's going on my computer at work. And then something about safety. We don't worry about safety around these parts. Right, let's try and get it into the thing without reading the instructions. This is going to be a challenge. I need to get my phone out of its case. Oh, watch me smash my phone now. Look how dirty it is. Right, now obviously this hasn't been charged at the moment, so the chances of it working straight off the bat are probably fairly minimal. Does that just clip straight in? How do we make this so that it works with the iPhone 6 Plus, because that looks like it's sized for the 6 at them. Oh, there you go. You've got little bits in there. I don't know if you can see them. But the iPhone 6 would just fit into that slot as it is, and then to make it work with the 6 Plus, you've just got these little bits that push down. So either of them are just going to slot straight into the device. So that end pokes in like so, and then that makes the strap longer. How on earth do we get that end in? Should we try and put the other end in first? I imagine there's very detailed instructions about how to do this so that you don't break your phone or the device. Oh, there you go. It just stretches out a little bit. And that tucks in there like that. So it's actually, I mean, look at that. That's brave. That's securely holding my phone in place. It looks like it's got a minimal amount of charge. So just going to put in my pin. You don't need to see this. Let's fire up a game. What's it going to let us do? I don't know. What have I got on here? The games that are on the app, I've got some of them downloading now, but I'm so keen to get my new toy out and have a play. I haven't got many of them installed. One that is installed, though, that we know works with it, is Minecraft. So if I just find Minecraft in my little... let's fire it up. So, Minecraft. You've seen Minecraft run on a phone before, presumably. But the theory is, if I've set this up correctly... oh, look at this. Now, I'm going to have to do this backwards so you can see what I'm doing. But we're just moving those buttons around, and it's controlling what's going on. If we press the A button, let's get into a game. I don't know, doesn't matter which one we go into. And then we've got the analog stick to move us around. So, full analog control. It's really confusing playing Minecraft upside down. Don't do that very often. But then... what have we got? The buttons. There you go. See, we've gone into our inventory, our character. Presumably one of the shoulder buttons. There you go. Look, he's whacking stuff. And I mean, it's suddenly turned this into a proper gaming device. So I mean, I'm moving around on this now. It's controlling really smoothly. I'm using the shoulder buttons the way you would expect to use them, and it's just playing like a real game on a real gaming device. And straight away, comparing, I mean, look, I'm using the shoulder button to whack a tree. I mean, that's a proper game now. And it straight away differentiates itself from the Vita, because obviously it looks better than any game would look on the Vita. But also it's got the two shoulder buttons, so you're not going to get yourself into those situations you often got yourself on with Vita games, where you would only have the one shoulder button and you'd end up having to do all the touchscreen stuff as well. I mean, this is just controlling properly. Let me see if I can get some of these other games downloaded and show you some of these running on it as well. The big one that you want to look at if you're going to get one of these is the Assassin's Creed game. How do I get back to my home screen from here? It's the new Assassin's Creed game. It's called Assassin's Creed Identity, I think. Developed with the people who developed this device. So it's supposed to work with this, and it does. It runs like a dream. I used it on an iPad Pro earlier, and it was brilliant. But we'll get that up and running so you can have a look at that as well. Right, I now have Assassin's Creed Identity running on it, and I don't know how much you can see. If I was a proper professional, I'd have this all set up so that it was going to the screen as well, but then you wouldn't get to see the device, so you know what would be the point. But as you can see, I am controlling this with sticks, proper sticks. Oh, can't go over there. I haven't actually looked at what the controls are, but I mean, this play is playing like a console game. It's like I'm playing on a Vita, but better. What do the rest of the buttons? So we've got a pause. What does a pause button do? Just turns the sound off. Awesome. I need to work out what the controls are. Right, where's the waypoint? It's over there. So we're going over here. I want to just get into a fighty bit or something, just so that I can show that the other buttons really do work. Right, locate the ruffian by rotating your view. There you go. We don't need to mess around touching the screen. We can rotate the view that way. There's the ruffian. Let's go over and find a ruffian. Eliminate him. There you go. Now we're going to get into... Right. Oh, look at that. Just pressing a button, we've assassinated somebody. I'm not going to sit... Oh, right, we'll fight you some more then. I mean, look, I'm using a controller, playing a mobile game, and all of a sudden, these games that previously were just completely unplayable on a device like this, it's just playing like a proper game. Oh, we have another button that's come in. What does that one do? tap on the skill wheel. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to working out what... Tell you what, we'll do that. There's probably a button that does it. But let's not mess around. Oh, here we go. Proper whacking. And that, I'm sure you'll agree, is just awesome. I'm not going to mountain climb. Oh, shall I mountain climb a wall? Let's have a little look at wall. Do we have to go up there? So, oh look, there you go. It's just the same as on a console. I'm holding on to the right trigger button. I'm just scaling a building. I mean, that is just awesome. And that's a mobile game. Now, playing this on an iPad Pro earlier on today, on the bigger version of this device, equally as awesome, if not better. I mean, look at that. It's a proper Assassin's Creed game. There you go, Assassin's Creed Identity. It's the big game that they're pushing with this device, and it works with it beautifully. I mean, bottom line with this bit of kit, the Gamevice, is that if you own an Apple tablet or phone and you like playing games on it, and you've ever been frustrated by the dodgy control systems that all these games have, and you must have been, if you haven't, you've either not played enough games on your phone or you're a liar. Then I mean, it's a must-have bit of kit. You need to get yourself along to Rezzed or any of the other upcoming gaming events. You need to get yourself into an Apple store where these things are available and just have a go on one, because it's difficult to put into words how well this piece of kit works. It just is spot on. And if we just have a look at some of the games that work on this, it instantly turns your phone into a proper gaming device. So if we just go through some of these games that we've got available on here, obviously we've already seen Minecraft, we've seen Assassin's Creed Identity. Those two both work really well with it. The FIFA 16 Ultimate Team works on here, so as well as having the Ultimate Team stuff that's always been on there, you can actually control FIFA properly, which, I mean, that's going to be a novelty on a phone. But all the Grand Theft Auto games are on there, so Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, which we had a go on at Gadget Show, San Andreas, you've got the Liberty City stories, Vice City stories, there's the Rayman games, all the Lego games are on here, the Telltale games are on here, Final Fantasy 7, if you're that way inclined, is on here, Halo Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike, Angry Birds Go, Call of Duty, Dead Trigger. I mean, the list goes on and on. Limbo, NHL 2K, Real Racing, all these games that previously we've said are really good mobile games have now just suddenly taken a step up because you can actually control them properly now. I mean, look, it looks like a Vita. Let's see what we can't get FIFA on there yet because I'm so excited I'm doing the video before I've downloaded it, but let's get Assassin's Creed back on it. It's trying to log me into Facebook, but that is a really, really cool piece of kit. It retails for $69.99 in the UK. As I say, you can get it's at the moment it's an exclusive in the App Store, not the App Store, the Apple stores. So head along. I mean, for 70 quid, you just got to have one. I'm already sat here thinking, well, I've got this one. Kind of want the one for my iPad as well now. That's probably worth another 70 quid to turn my iPad Air into an even bigger, more awesome version of this. And you need to see and experience it running on an iPad Pro. Is it the 12.9 inch iPad Pro? It just looks fantastic, and we've suddenly got a proper handheld gaming device on our hands. I don't need a Vita anymore. If anyone wants to buy a Vita covered in Avengers stickers, hit me up, because this does the job much better than that ever has. And I can't rave highly enough about it. Bottom line, which I think I've already said, there were two really cool pieces of tech at Gadget Show Live today. There was this and the HTC Vive. They both blew me away, and I find it very difficult to differentiate between the two about what was the best piece of gaming tech that I saw at the show. And the HTC Vive was brilliant. So that shows how good this is. You just need to get hold of one. Come along to MGPX or Rezzed or something and have a go on this one. Stick it on your phone and have a little play with it, because, you know, I'm just not going to stop raving about this. Top quality bit of kit. You need to get hold of one. And on a separate note, if you've enjoyed this style of video and you want to see us do more of this kind of stuff on the channel, make sure you pop a like on there. Let us know in the comments whether that's something you would consider getting for your phone. If you're an Android person, would that make you switch over? If you're on an iPad or an iPhone, have you tried any other kind of controller? How did they work? I've used one of the Bluetooth ones before. They were okay. But let us know what you think. Let us know if it's something you're interested in getting, and get yourself down to an Apple store and get hold of one, because the Gamevice, it's like a proper game-changing bit of kit, and you need to get involved with it.